Hello, Haley and Paper. How you doing? You're not the worst, man. I guarantee you, there's always somebody worse than you out there. That's a bit of a life lesson. If you think you suck, no, somebody sucks more than you do. You just haven't met them yet. Haley, I don't want to traumatize you. And besides, Yagami is the one that traumatizes the women, not me. Alright, let's boot this game up. A couple things happened off stream that I can play for you guys. I made saves. Because I'm like, oh, the game's giving me free roam. Perfect. And the game's like, what if we played story missions on you randomly? Or like phone calls randomly? I'm like, I'd rather if you didn't, game. Sure, talk about your niche fandoms, man. Talk about whatever you want. These streams are like 50% just chatting and 50% gameplay. Sometimes they are like 80% just chatting. There just happens to be a video game that's also going on. Oh, I forgot to bring up the traumatized woman counter. There we go, now it's up. In case we do traumatize somebody today. Fire Force? I haven't even heard of that. So, I don't think we're beating this game before Dragon Age comes out, but today we're gonna put in some serious story time. And then what I think is over the next week here, because I was looking at my schedule, I do want to play Dragon Age when it comes out. And then I have some time Sunday to play, so we'll see what we play. And I got a pretty free next 2 weeks. So I think we'll probably, who knows, we'll be going back and forth between the two games. I don't want the Yankees to win, man. Do not want the Yankees to win. I'm all in on the Dodgers. So, get this. Alright, so we're gonna play this cutscene. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. This is the first one that played while I was playing offline. Hey, Paper, if everyone losing was an option, I'm with ya. Okay, so we finished the thing. We dropped off Sugiura here, and it's like, alright, how about you go roam the town and just kill time? So I went and I killed some time, beat up some dudes. Now, once we're done fighting these dudes, it should play. So my secret theory that I've talked about but I wouldn't say on stream basically comes true here. Good night.
What a waste.
Alright. When's the phone gonna ring? There it is.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki. Do you have a minute, Yagami-san?
Yeah, what's up?
I was thinking back on our interview with Ihara-san, and something he said isn't sitting right with me.
Huh?
So I wanted to ask your opinion.
Which part felt off?
The part about Kuwana approaching other bullying victims besides Ihara-san to offer revenge. Ihara-san also mentioned that most of them rejected his offer, but never went to the police either.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, wasn't the first bully Kuwana killed his own student? Shinya Kawai, I mean. Tormented by his bullies, Mitsuru Kusumoto's leap left him in a coma to this day.
Kusumoto?
That
That begins with the letter K.
Kuwana's actions. So wouldn't he have approached his parents about revenge too?
Mitsuru Kusumoto's parents? You're talking about his mother, Reiko Kusumoto, right?
Huh. Reiko Kusumoto. Reiko Kusumoto. She's the Minister of Health.
Yes, who is currently Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
I wrote this game.
If she accepted or is even an accessory to a revenge plot against Kawai, then there's no way she'd ever want that secret to get out. With her level of influence and power, wouldn't it be possible that she ordered RK to silence Kuwana?
You're saying that Reiko Kusumoto could be at the head of RK?
And you think it's Reiko Kusumoto?
You don't think vice ministers can control criminal organizations from the shadows? You know very well the answer to that.
Yeah, that was the last game we played.
Tsukumo's actually looked into her before. I'll talk to him about it right now. Yeah, this is genius, Sari-san. This could lead us right to who's controlling Arcade.
Quite a compliment coming from you. I feel better already.
Don't sweat it. I'll
What a
call you if I
crazy
find anything out.
coincidence. And that was my secret theory. Because they kept bringing up this Reiko Kusamoto. And I was like, huh, they keep talking about this lady. So that was the first thing that played while I was offline. So we can get rid of that save now. And then the next thing that we're going to do is a pretty wild cutscene played for one of the side stories. And so I want to show you guys that because it was a bit bananas. I don't know, man. I wouldn't use a gun on my balls. Soap only. It's additive, man. So you can become 200% plus whatever you already are. X plus 200%. So then the next thing that happened was this one. So we'll play this cutscene and then I'll back out if I can. Oh, right. Okay, I know what I gotta do. Because I went and did another set of the biking missions. And we got introduced to the new rival biker, and I think chat would kind of love this rival biker. So I wanted to show her off. Alright. Alright, let's go to a death race.
Hey, hey.
Hey, I heard the Raging Angels are here today. Is that true?
Yup.
Yeah, they're riding along Shonan Shore as we speak. I think Shusan called them to fight you specifically, Yagamichi. I don't know.
Hey.
What are they like exactly?
Raging Angels.
The Raging Angels, they're an all-lady biker group. No men allowed, that sort of thing. Sexist!
Oh.
What's their leader like? They're led by this smoking hot woman, Rina Minagawa-san. But hey, well, they have a few screws loose.
So that's...
Yeah, cause of Rina-san, she's like not afraid of death at all. She says you gotta kiss the Grim Reaper in every race, that sort of shit.
Huh?
Kiss the Grim Reaper? You watch her and it's like, she's not only is she not afraid of death, she's trying to die. Cause supposedly if you're killed in a race, you'll go to Valhalla, the racer's heaven. It's like Mad Max. Have you ever seen that movie? That's what she believes anyway. That does sound like some screws are loose.
Yagamichi!
Yeah, it does. She and all her minions are insane. You race against them, you won't see the next sunrise. Uh-oh, my work phone's ringing. Well,
What the hell's that noise? Wait, that's the Raging Angels leader, Rina Minagawa.
hey, baby.
Oh yeah! Let's get this night going! This is the funeral march for all racers on their way to hell! A punk requiem to wake the dead! What's so loud? We are the Raging Angels! The falling seraphim from Valhalla! Tonight, we are gonna thrash our way to the underworld! Yeah!
So this is a lady we have to death race.
You're Yagami,
Yeah.
and you took down Hanasaki from Bakuon Ryu. Not bad at all. He must have been happy to die anyways.
I didn't kill him. I convinced him to retire.
Retire? Hear that, girls? What a wuss! Once you retire from the death race, all that's left for you is getting old and ugly. And then when you show up to the gates of hell, the demons won't even let you through.
Did you just come up with that lore on the spot?
Hey, if we're gonna do this, let's get started. Who's my first opponent, Minagawa?
Rabaho! Show him who's boss! Oh yay, a hottie! I wouldn't mind dying against him!
Who said anything about dying?
Oh, that's just how the Raging Angels see the world. To them, dying in a race is something to be proud of. Like, they die in a race, they go to sort of a racer's heaven. Valhalla.
Already covered that?
Oh, well that makes perfect sense.
Anyway, looks like that girl has chosen you as her suicide mate. Have fun.
Woohoo! Let's go, handsome!
Aw, thank you.
I'll take you on a ride to heaven.
Oh, baby. You're getting me hot and bothered right now. So anyway, that's that. So that was that, and I guess since we're already basically here, we might as well, Okay, we can delete that save now. Return to title. Now, well, I guess we'll do the death race. I know I said we could do story missions, but, since we showed that death race, we might as well show the finale of this middle chapter of the biker thing. So yeah, we got a crazy hot punk rock girl who wants to die, and that's who we're gonna race next. So, I guess let's go do that. Hey man, I wouldn't turn her down. I watch wrestling, man. Every Monday night, for a little bit of Rhea Ripley and a little bit of Liv Morgan, I am on board. Alright, I guess we'll do this death race, even though I said we do story missions. Ugh, it's really loud.
Throbbing heart is the beat of the engine!
Oh, that's not a very good girl voice.
The one I love is the asphalt! My first kiss tasted of death!
Time to die!
Ready to die, let's go to Valhalla! Come on, angels, let's ride out into the next life! Ah!
Yagami!
Now you must offer up the last dregs of your soul to the race. Your noble death on the circuit shall be your road to God.
I'm coming back alive, you and me both.
Ah, you idealist.
Let's fly, angels!
Alright, so now I get to beat up women. I'm not traumatizing them, I just get to beat them up on motorbikes.
Of course they're riding with me. They're attendees and mourners who will really get tonight's funeral rites going.
Ah, it's too loud! Y'all can be such an old man. If I get hit with this during the race, this is gonna be bad. Y'all gonna be the old man complaining about these young kids and their loud music. Alright, girl, I'm gonna beat up you and your crew of women. Although, like I said, they don't count as traumatized women in my counter.
Ready to tear it up.
Alright, took her out and her, and her. And her. Oh shit, I got hit there. Ouch. I don't know, hopefully we save their lives, but I don't really understand the rules of this minigame. Oh wow, that really does slow us down if we get hit by it. We gotta be better at blocking. I guess if they die, we can add them to the traumatized woman list. I'm just trying to charge up my boosts. Okay. Alright, Yagami, let's catch up here. Alright, her, and the other two will catch up. Come on, girlie, catch up. I gotta sideswipe you and crash your bike. Alright, now we just gotta crash her bike. Except we passed her. There we go. Well, she's way up there. We gotta speed up. Nah, she's not way up there. We caught up pretty quick. Who knows? Maybe she will be a traumatized woman after the race. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but she's screaming for Valhalla like every second. And telling me that I'm gonna die. Traumatizer, Yagami!
It's over!
Ah, we just beat her in a race. We didn't traumatize her. Too bad. Who knows? Maybe she'll be traumatized after this now. Beat her in the death race. Looks like I won.
Hey.
Rules absolute. You listen to me now.
Hey.
Hey. You want to be my girlfriend?
Hey!
So you're gonna make me quit too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I get it. I'll leave the team, but there's something I gotta do.
You gonna make out with me? No? Damn it! Oh, she's gonna jump into traffic.
Hmm?
Hey!
Take me to heaven right now! Take me to where he is!
Oh yeah, she's madly in love with the leader of the biker gang who died, like a couple months ago before we got the quest line. Ah!
Hey!
Hey, what kind of stupid crap are you doing now?
Can't do this.
If I have to leave the angels, then there's no meaning to life. There's just no meaning.
Minigawa?
Hey!
Come on, Yagami, just give me your orders. Order me to die.
Why don't you tell me why you want to die so badly? I think dying in a race is meaningful, but what I saw you trying to do was a pointless suicide mission.
You know, when I was a young child, I had to stop going to school because I didn't get along with others.
Hmm?
Huh?
I didn't have any friends, never mind any dreams. Didn't help that my parents were shitheads who thought of me as a nuisance. So I lost all hope in living. I was just apathetically waiting to die each day.
She's traumatized. Oh, wait. She's not a teenager. Wrong one.
Hey,
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying he changed all that. The one and only Reiji Murasaki.
Huh? Yeah, the guy she was madly in love with who died in a bike race.
He was like the sun to me. He brightened my world. The moment I met him, he showed me the joy of riding, the joy of living, and also the joy of falling in love.
Wow. So you were...
I was hopelessly one-sided, but at least my world finally had some color to it. And then... I watched my sun set forever. He used to talk about death a lot, you know. He would ask me, where do you think we'd go when we pass away? One of his boys got hurt real bad, almost died. He got all sentimental.
Rena.
Hey, Rena, you know that a long time ago, the Norse Vikings had this belief? Where if they died in battle, they'd go to Valhalla, the warrior's heaven. Maybe you're saying if we die during a race, we go to racer's heaven? Huh. Is that why you were spouting out that stupid doctrine in the Raging Angels?
Well, thought if I treated it like a religion, it might come true. I thought I might go to heaven for real. The same heaven where Reiji is.
Look, I never knew Reiji. But I don't think he wanted you to die.
What?
Oh yeah?
You should tell her about Reiji's last wish, the one he didn't have a chance to fulfill. This? Sayama told me right before Reiji died, he made a vow. He would make his next race his last, and he would disband Made in Heaven.
What?
What? Disband?
Yeah.
Yeah. He saw one of his guys almost die in an accident and changed him.
Why?
Reiji really said that? No way! He wouldn't!
What?
Racing was his life! He would never throw it away!
It's true. Well,
Old man Sayama?
I heard it directly from Reiji himself. I swear it's true.
You're lying! There's no way!
He mentioned you too.
What?
What?
Rena's got beauty and brains. Someone like her shouldn't be in a gang. Her dream is to become a nurse, and she's perfect for that job. She's so kind.
Ride toward tomorrow.
That's why I want them to ride to tomorrow, not death. When I disband the team, I'm gonna tell that to Rena and everyone.
Unreal.
Reiji said all that?
Yeah, he really cared about you. Reiji wanted you to go on, to live with hope, even if it meant leaving behind racing, his former purpose in life.
No. I mean, he shouldn't have.
Hey,
Hey, Minagawa, if you love Reiji that much, wouldn't following his last wish be the least you could do for him?
Yagami.
Is that what you're ordering me to do since you beat me?
yeah.
Raising? Yeah, since I'm the victor, you should follow my orders, which is to ride toward tomorrow.
Yagami. I'm crying. Thank you. I get it. I'm gonna live for my own sake. I'm gonna live to the fullest in every way that Reiji never got to.
Yeah.
Sounds great. What's the score, Haley? Chuo, you sure about this? Two of your officers just quit.
The rule is absolute.
You know the rules, can't complain.
I guess.
Gee, stand firm on that. Ghost.
Hey,
Ghost, you're up next. Think you can win?
Stupid.
Don't worry about a thing.
You're dead.
I'm gonna smother him in my dust. Huh. How very predictable. Oh, I got a moped. Nice. Alright, what's the baseball score? Wow, 3-0 Yankees? What in the world's going on? Judge hit a homer, oh my goodness. And then Jazz. Uh-oh, the Yankees woke up. Yeah, so that's what basically happened. So let's throw a save down here.
Fuck! 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 Ow! Ah!
Alright. Main story time, chat. We gotta move this main plot along. I went the wrong way. Oh well. It's like right here. Oh! Sorry, bikes. Dodgers can still come back and win today. And then they got 2 games at home, I think, after this, right? So. Alright, fellas, you want to fight? Oh, I'm in the wrong fighting style. Let's use Snake. There we go.
What a waste.
Snake's not bad, but I still think Tiger and boxing are the best, are the ways to go. Alright, don't get hit by cars. Ooh. Uh-oh, children. Oh shit, I'll let that guy hit me. Oh no. The only thing about Snake is that I basically know the one combo, and that's it. That ends in this grab. For Tiger, I feel like I've got way more variety. Yeah, as soon as we're done this, I'll +5 it here. There we go.
And stay down.
Alright, 84 children we've beaten up. Look at our teddy bears.
Yagami-san, back already?
Well, you called me.
That was quick.
Oh no,
I figured
Salary
you'd be
called
out
me.
in the town until evening.
Well, the day's not over yet. I need you to look into Reiko Kusamoto again. She might be the one behind RK.
What?
Really?
Yeah. Can you pull up the picture of her you showed me last time?
They only have her initials. Oh, it's nighttime again.
Okay. Take a look at this, Yagamishi. Reiko Kusamoto became vice minister just recently. It hasn't even been a full year yet.
Looks like she's still got a good rep.
Yeah, there's almost no criticism of her out there.
The Ministry Revolution, bucking the bureaucracy. Golden parachutes don't fly with Kusamoto. Go her.
Yeah, I'm on board with
Vice
that.
minister's pretty high up there, yeah?
Yeah, the last one was part of a murder
If she really
conspiracy.
did take Kawana up on his offer, silencing him would be the quickest way to save her skin. And in that case, she'd need some kind of connection to RK.
Like her initials.
Some kind of connection? A bit vague, no?
Fair enough, but RK already took an innocent life while hunting Kawana down.
Right. And after killing Sawa-sensei, they tried to kill me, too. Still, no matter how dangerous the gang, murder is a risky proposition. Then again, if someone's pulling the strings, they have a lot less to worry about. Especially if that someone has vice minister status.
Well, the internet's not gonna give us much else. How about we do our usual thing? Go straight to the source.
Hey, I bet she's at the same hospital
should.
we spent the last game at.
Would it really be that easy to get a meeting with someone like her?
Mitsuru Kusamoto's still in a coma, right?
Yes?
If he's in a hospital, we can catch her by surprise there.
I get you. That might work.
Huh. What's this now?
What's what now?
Breaking news from the net. It says manhunt for Sawa-sensei's murderer.
And?
It's hitting the network news too. The person they're after is...
Wanted for the murder of private school teacher Yoko Sawa in her own apartment, Kanagawa PD is conducting a search for the suspect.
Ah, damn it. I thought it was gonna be Yagami.
Man Yu Kitakata. Nearby
Why are they looking for
security cameras
Kawana?
captured footage of
Shouldn't they be
Kitakata,
after Soma?
Sawa-san's former teacher before and after the incident. It's also surfaced that he's been using a false identity for over a decade. The police are hopeful that their search will turn up some sort of connection to Sawa-san.
Why are the police going after Kawana, not Soma? What the hell? Huh. Wonder if there was a political conspiracy to directed them in some direction.
If Kawana-san was caught on camera, then surely some RK thugs were as well?
Yeah, I think so. On that note, I should have been in the footage too. The police only seem to want Kawana, but why? Guess we'll have to ask them ourselves.
Ask who?
Detective Watanabe from Kanagawa PD. He was the guy in charge of Mikoshiba's murder.
Been a while, hotshot.
Yeah, I guess it has. Hey, I'm curious. Do you have any evidence that Kawana killed Sawa-sensei?
I take it you saw the news. Kawana was caught on camera near the crime scene, plus he knew the victim. And if that's not enough, he was using a fake name. How's that for evidence?
But I saw Soma holding an ice pick up to Sawa-sensei. Plus, there were RK footprints all over the scene. So why is Kawana the only suspect?
Because the big boys with big balls at HQ said so.
Called it.
Barking at me won't get you anywhere.
So this is all just pressure from upstairs? What is going on here?
Conspiracy!
Been out of shape. Kawana's a legitimate suspect, and all we're doing is following procedure. So stick your private investigator schnoz somewhere else.
You know what? He's not wrong, because Kawana got away from us during that whole thing in like chapter 8 or whenever it was, chapter 9. And we didn't go back to Sawa's apartment till a while later. Maybe he did go back and maybe he killed her. It's entirely possible. And Soma it was just looking like Soma did it.
You know, you sound pretty bent out of shape yourself. Where are you right now?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking maybe we could meet up. How's a free pass to bitch about your work sound?
Oh, I love doing that.
On the phone, in person, there's nothing I can tell you.
Aw.
He hung up.
Yagamishi, I managed to focus in on the background noise from your phone call. Despite all the interference, I have a good idea of Nabe-san's location.
What? Seriously?
He's on the main drag in Chinatown. If you go now, I'm sure you'll find him.
Okay.
But is he even gonna listen to you?
It won't matter if I miss him because we sat here wondering.
Yagami Detective Agency, quick on its feet indeed.
Can't compete with that.
Alright, time to go to Chinatown. Yeah, I can't jump out that window. Too bad. They should let you jump out of every window in these games. You know what? Let's take a cab. Go to this side. Alright, we gotta look for this guy now. Actually, let's stop in and eat really quick. We are missing a tiny bit of health. Hello, sir. Thank you. Some Kani Tama.
Pretty tasty.
Looks
Thanks.
pretty good. Sorry, people. Alright, we're gonna have to fight these dudes. I don't see any cops, though. You know what? I want to use Tiger. Oh, shit. I didn't know this guy had fire. Okay, he's got dodges. There we go. That actually took a decent chunk of my health.
Yagami, why are you here?
Chinese
hey,
food.
Nabe-san. And you were...
It's Sakurai.
Oh, right.
I take it you didn't just happen to be in the neighborhood.
Ah, man, they got good
Let's
noodles
just say
here.
some friends of mine have a real keen sense of smell. Something stinks about the cops here.
Excuse me, pal?
The Sawa case. Why aren't you going after RK? Or are you and you're just keeping me in the dark?
This isn't the place to talk about that. What the?
Whoa, that's assault, bro.
I get the feeling something's keeping you guys from doing your jobs. And I don't have to listen to you.
You want to say that again?
Sakurai, I gotta hit the can. Head back to the station.
Huh?
Need to take a piss, Yagami? You're looking hydrated.
Yeah, good call.
Then let's.
Ah, good old bromance. Just hanging out with our dicks out.
Damn.
Chatting about the
See
world. Is this where we're gonna piss?
Nice spot you brought me to. Very romantic.
Hey man, it's a bromance.
Well, we're about to have a shitty conversation. Might as well do it with a pleasant view.
Do the cops really believe Kawana is responsible for Sawa-sensei's death?
We wouldn't be looking for him if we weren't serious. We even have a warrant.
To arrest Kawana?
His real name's Yu Kitakata. He's been using a fake. And he services right at the murder scene of his former student.
Honestly, based off the info they have, that's not a bad,
Suspicious enough.
not a bad assumption.
What about Soma from RK? He should have been spotted on the nearby cameras too. Like when he entered her apartment.
He wasn't.
How is that possible?
Let me rephrase. There's no footage that had RK anywhere near it.
What's that supposed to mean?
From the moment Mikoshiba's murder went down, the higher-ups have been busy playing politics. I had a handle on things when they were just competing with Tokyo PD over who got to grill Ihara. But after that murder footage came out, it really stirred shit up. Sawa-sensei's case has me scratching my head too. Someone at the top is trying to keep details under wraps. And they think it'll work even in this day and age.
You're saying the whole force is in on a cover-up?
It started with the footage surrounding Sawa's apartment. Someone on the inside erased it. Any footage that had the RK guys tagged in it is totally wiped.
I'm gonna cross off Shadow Government. And this is basically some
Where's
Shadow
the
Government
footage?
stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah. You heard me. Kawana leaving her place is all that's left. Even the parts where you show up are long gone. Before and after, the only person that the cameras pin the crime on is Kawana himself.
Who would go so far to erase the footage? Who would do something like that?
Bro, chill.
It's time to let it go, Yagami. Mikoshiba's case and Sawa-sensei's case, they're closing the book. And to tie up the loose ends, and this is the shitty part, Kawana has to die in an accident.
What?
As soon as they track him down, they'll put him into custody and then blame it on negligence. They'll say he resisted arrest and died in the struggle, I guess.
Oh, that's awfully American.
Someone clearly wants Kawana gone, and they have the power to do it.
Shadow Government!
Who could have that power?
Vice
Kawana
Minister of
is
Health?
Clearly a target of someone higher up. Even if he sees it coming, he won't be able to stop it. As far as I'm concerned, the case is closed. You wouldn't understand until you've been on the force. When the team you're playing for is rotten to the core, all you can do is look the other way. As for me, I'll stick to the cut and dry cases for a while. That's what'll keep me an honest cop.
That's bullshit! You'll shut the lid on the trash, ignore the smell of the rot coming from inside, and go on pretending it's justice? And then you call that being an honest cop?
Asshole. Did you forget that you were talking to a detective?
Oh, boss fight!
You never did answer the question, Nami-san. Who had the authority to erase the security cameras? Who wants Kawana dead so bad that they do it inside?
Even if I told you, what the fuck could you do about it, detective? Smartass! Leave it alone, Yagami. It's for your own good.
Is that your call? Well, I think I'll be the judge of that.
You little piece of shit! I've had enough! Dead son of a bitch!
All right.
Let's play it by ear.
All right, we got boxing for this. Ooh, that actually hurt really bad. Oh shit, we're gonna have to heal. Okay, hang on, we gotta heal. We haven't had any tough fights for a long time. Oh, I don't have any toughness. Uh-oh, we gotta drink stamina ants. Oh, and we have snacks, though. The street fights are so easy, and then the boss fights are so much more complicated. Always makes them surprisingly difficult. Alright. Oh, I forgot that... Wow! So if I miss that, it's a one hit. Okay.
Dead son of a bitch!
Let's go. Let's play it by ear.
I love that you can just juggle them like this. Alright, I cannot screw up that QuickTime prompt. Okay. Wow, we're fucking cool. Superman punch! Oh, he's got heat. Kiryu's punch combo. That's so fun. Oh. Okay. Well, he... Now that I know what I'm in for, this fight's a lot easier. Hopefully nothing bad happens to Yagami for beating the shit out of a cop. That was cinematic as fuck. Cinema! You calm down, sir?
They broke the lock and forced their way into Sawa-sensei's place. That's when Soma came in. I'm sure she was terrified. They were pointing an ice pick at her. When I found her, her eyes were still open. And I could see the tears. Yet the police are going after Kawana instead of Soma. And the cops that were there know he isn't a suspect, but say their hands are tied. So it'll be my voice you hear instead of hers. And when they come to silence me, I'll know who the puppet masters are.
It's so funny, bro.
You're probably right.
And if you have any idea who might be pulling the strings, I need you to tell me before it's too late. Is there anyone on the force who would want Kawana dead?
The moment we open Sawa-sensei's case, the Kanagawa brass had a suspect file.
He's just gonna keep doing exposition laying down like that.
Didn't point to your guy Soma. They named you Kitakata, alias Kuwana the handyman. Hilarious, isn't it? You were the first to the scene, which means the bigwigs pulled a suspect file before it even happened.
Where'd the info about Kitakata come from?
Not sure. But the National Police Agency said it came from public security.
Public security?
Shadow government! That's practically Japan's spy ring! Keeps an eye on foreign agents, gangs, political groups. They even have some guy named Joryu, apparently. They don't hunt criminals as much as they gather intel to analyze it and maintain peace.
Why is public security involved in Sawa-sensei's case?
Seems they were interested in RK's criminal network in Kamurocho. You know how after the Tojo clan disbanded, the criminals started going underground? Well, public security would rather let RK roam free than bust them. Monitoring them quietly gives them intel on criminal movements. And even if you catch these guys, new ones will just take their place.
Hydra.
Wait, so they want RK on the streets? Is that why they're brushing Sawa-sensei's case under the rug?
If RK goes down in one fell swoop over a murder case, they have to find a new source of intel. Purely speaking, from public security's point of view, that is.
Unbelievable.
Not that they'd ever say that out in, well, public. If you believe public security, there's no way RK killed Sawa-sensei.
What the hell? Do they even have a reason?
Not that I'm aware of. On top of that, I asked Tokyo PD about Soma, but he doesn't have a record. No priors, no census registry, not even a damn profile pic.
Then, what does that mean?
The man known as Kazuki Soma doesn't exist, basically. Maybe that's how it's always been, or maybe it's a cover-up. They had plenty of files on Kuwana to send our way instead. They're the ones who made him the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's case, too.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Kuwana's a scapegoat for RK. Public security wants to shut the curtains on Sawa-sensei's case with him. As far as they're concerned, with Kuwana silenced, it'll all balance out.
So that's what you meant by Kuwana having an accident.
Right. Better to flush your shit than keep a lid on it.
Fair. Can't imagine it's easy for public security to pin the blame on Kuwana for Sawa-sensei's murder. And again, dead men don't talk. They get rid of Kuwana, that'll be enough to muddy the waters.
So who's running the show in public security? Do they have a name?
I wasn't told, unfortunately. Afraid I'm further down the food chain than you thought. Yeah, Watanabe speaking. Huh? Ijincho?
Huh?
Right. Got it. Call me if anything else comes up. Kuwana's been spotted. A witness reported seeing him in Ijincho.
Seriously? He's back here?
Couldn't say for sure.
Where's he at?
Fukutokucho, in Koreatown, where the Komi Jewel hang out. The police are headed there now.
Komi Jewel?
Yay! Let's go see
Apparently
Sun-hee!
there's a spiderweb in Korean. You
Or
haven't seen
Joon-gi.
it? It's made to look like it's abandoned.
And Kawana's there?
You're not gonna say you got that from me, right?
I don't have much time. You said Kuwana might have an accident, didn't you? I'm sure that's why you're telling me all this.
If you find him, let him know it's public security that's after him. They mean business.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was going to be the end of the chapter. Alright, let's go save Kuwana. And maybe see one of our friends. Vet is a curse. I'm surprised she hasn't shown up for a couple streams.
Let's go!
Something I love about these games and them reusing the map is when they tell you you have to go somewhere, I don't even need to know where to go. They just say it. I'm like, oh yeah. I've been on this map enough times. I know how to get there. Makes these maps feel so... I don't know if homie's the right word, but familiar for sure.
Yagamishi, it's me. I have an update for you.
What's up?
It seems Kawana has been spotted in Ijincho.
Yeah, I just found that out.
In Komijo, right? I'm headed there now.
Ah, fastidious as ever. But the police have already started blocking off Komijo.
I'm gonna have to Assassin's Creed my way in.
They're probably gonna surround the area and gradually close in on Kawana-san. What's your plan, Yagamishi?
Public security is probably behind that. And according to Nabe-san, once they capture Kawana, they'll end up in an accident.
An accident?
Long story short, I need to find Kawana before the cops do. Can you navigate me to him?
I most certainly can. For now, just keep heading toward Komijo. In the meantime, I'll be monitoring the surrounding area. Oh, and I'll dispatch Sugiurashi.
Appreciate that, Tsukumo.
Looking awfully sus this way.
This is Tsukumo. Yagamishi, please come in.
Hey, I think I'm in front of Komijo.
Indeed you are. I can see you from the drone.
Hey!
Notice the cops block the road. Any way I can get in there?
Not to worry. I've already looked into an infiltration route.
Do I have to fly the drone?
Way to go.
Oh, I got a
See
stealth.
the white car that's parked in front of the barricade?
Yeah, I can.
There's a really small gap on the side of the car. You should be able to fit through it. It'll be a tight squeeze, I'm sure, but I have no doubt in your agility, Yagamishi.
It's not that tight of a gap.
What happens if I get spotted?
You can leave that part to me.
Ah, nice, Tsukumo. Now's my chance. Everyone's turning and looking this way? Okay. Where am I to go? This way? Hopefully those two people don't see me sneaking around. That guy's very blind, I appreciate it. Start walking, buddy.
Tsukumo, where should I go from here?
Komijo proper seems to be located behind those construction fences. There's one door in the fence, so that's your best bet.
Well, I don't want to hit him with the coin. Is he not gonna move? There we go. Come on, please inspect the quarter I threw. Okay.
Tsukumo, can I get a hand?
Just leave it to me.
Well, that other cop turned around, but thankfully he didn't see me. Really, that's it? I don't even have to pick the lock? This is goofy. Made it without getting busted. Ah, we just walked in. Okay. Kawana should be here somewhere.
Tsukumo, keep navigating for me. And let me know as soon as you find Kawana. Huh? It's weird. Hello?
Tech difficulties now? I'll have to make it on my own, I guess. Nice, Haley. How you liking the new job? Alright, anything to pick up down here? Hello, Korean. These guys don't count as secret Koreans, though. Alright, no exploring. You guys know Sun Hee? I'm friends with her in another video game. Oh no, don't get sick. That's too bad. I don't know, good night's sleep, lots of water. I don't know what else to tell you. Hey, this is the place where we first met Joongi Han. Or no, not first met, but one of the times we met Sun Hee. And then she had her guys attack us.
Sensei, show yourself. Come on, get your ass out here.
Relax with the yelling, will you? You're giving away our location.
How am I supposed to relax? This shit's intense.
Those RK goons?
Shh.
Sugiura?
Didn't Tsukumo-kun tell you I was on my way?
Yeah.
Yeah, suppose he did.
Yagami-san, all these guys are RK.
How did RK get in here?
Beat the police to Kawana?
No, not exactly. I just saw some cops let RK guys through. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
What, evil cops? No way.
That was no mistake. Some cops are working with RK.
But why?
Someone in authority on the force is trying to get rid of Kawana. So they want him to have an accident.
What? That's off the scale insane.
Insane or not, I need to get to Kawana before RK or the cops do. You know where he is?
I don't. Come to think of it, why would Kawana-san come to Komicho? Does he know someone here?
With pink hair?
Good question. Let's just focus on reaching the top of this place for now.
Oh, I really hope we get to see Sun Hee.
Komicho here. It can't be all RK. Maybe we can ask them where Kawana is.
Worth a shot. As long as we don't give ourselves away.
Oh, okay, it's just that easy. Nice. Alright, I'm actually going to run to the bathroom really quickly. Nature calls. So, BRB chat. We'll be back in like a minute. 2 minutes, however long it takes. Alright, Arcadia. Sounds good. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Oh, boy. Or nothing, Yankees. Oh, forgot the counter. Uh-oh. There we are. Hang on. Game started playing before my screen loaded. Okay, there we are.
That looks like a lot of RK muscle to me, Yagami-san.
Yeah, but if that many are out searching, the silver lining is that they don't have a lead on Kawana.
True. We'll just have to stay one step ahead of them then. I don't see anywhere else we can go, so let's go up those stairs.
No items? No items? Okay. An item down there. We'll go get it. Hopefully it's valuable. It's okay.
Looks like this is the highest we can go.
Yagami-san, we've got RK coming in from below too.
Let's find another route on this floor.
Oh, look for a viable route, hey? Hang on, there's an item here.
Hey.
Is this it? Well, that was easy. I should be able to jump to that side. Let's see how I can get past here. Parkour? Get higher if I go this way. That was easy.
Yeah, we should be able to get up from here. Yeah. There we go.
Look at him go! Spider monkey.
Damn. Wish I was that nimble.
Thought for sure Yagami was gonna fall there. Taking the same route's gonna be tough. I'll have to make my own way up. There we go. I go up, go down, and then down here. No, no, grab the item, Yagami. Not worth it. Guess I can't climb on these poles, unfortunately. Good thing there's a nice sign there telling me which way to go. Not worth grabbing, but whatever. I'll grab it. It's shiny and it was in my way, sort of, so. Can I jump? Oh, I gotta go around the corner. Beehive. That actually might be sort of valuable.
Good work, Yagami-san.
Yo, you guys are Komi Jewel, aren't you?
Totally.
Huh?
We're very Korean.
Komi Jewel? Us?
What's going on here, man? This place is empty. Either way, would you?
Yagami-san, they seem like RK.
Yeah, let's fool them.
I'd rather not have to bullshit them.
So, take them down?
Or that, okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Can I throw anybody off the side of the building? Hang on. Oh, tag team move! Oh, that's cool! Oh, that's sick. Okay, not what I wanted to do, though. I want to throw somebody off the building if I can. Someone chase me. Oh! Ouch. Not what I wanted to do there. I thought I hit dodge. Good thing I have snacks. Okay. I'm getting my ass kicked because I'm trying to do something really particular here, which always happens. I want a specific heat move, and then I get my shit pushed in. Alright, let's just leave. Okay, hang on. Chase me. I don't think I can throw them off the roof. No heat move came up. Alright. Oh, there's a door there. Perfect. Let's go through that.
Yagami-san, looks like the top floor is up ahead. There's a room on this side too, though. Might be worth checking out.
Let's check out this door. Items? What's this? S? Oh, I can throw down a save? Okay. Oh, my stamina is full. Can I get this item? Toughness. Alright, that's useful. Sacred Rot, don't need it.
I wish we'd had some sign of Kawana-san, but maybe we'll still get lucky? Are you ready to go, Yagami-san?
Yep.
Yeah. Let's go.
Man, where is this fucking guy?
Hey, this looks like the room we fought Kiryu in.
Forever. Yeah, it's not like anyone else is here. You think the cops got it
Ah,
wrong?
so there's no Komi Jewel around,
What
no
do we do?
friends.
Keep looking? Is there a fucking point?
Seems like Kawana-san's giving them the slip. What's the plan now?
Let's find out what RK's gonna do when they catch Kawana. Are they planning to kill him themselves?
What, you gonna just stroll up and ask them?
Well, I only count 4 of them, so 2 each. Piece of cake.
I guess.
Okay, let's go. Hello, gentlemen. Got a couple questions for you.
Huh?
Oh, did he put his mask on?
You with the Kome Jewel?
Wow, they don't even recognize you, Yagami-san?
Well, that's kind of sad.
What's going on here?
Oh. Now it's a way bigger fight. Good job, Yagami.
Yagami-san? I don't think it's just 2 each anymore.
Yagami? Hey, that's the detective from Kamurocho.
A detective?
Just get him! They're with Kitakata!
Fuck yeah. Let's get it started.
Okay.
If you're ready to die.
Actually, I really love that guy's tie-dye shirt.
I've been waiting for this shit!
Ah, you morons.
Alright, let's use a little swan style. We haven't used that in a bit. Oh shit, they have guns! Swan sucks, dude. I already am annoyed at using Swan style. Like, it's good at, like, chipping groups of enemies down. But it doesn't do a lot of, like, real damage. Oh! Kiwami drink! That means extreme! Oh, that was pretty cool. Alright, let's go back to Tiger. Oh shit, didn't see that guy. Oh, did he fart on me or something? Why am I poisoned? Okay, Yagami, target. What are we doing, pal? Okay. Okay, Yagami, who are we locking onto here, buddy? Alright, come on, Sugiura, get back in the fight here. Got him. Perfect counter. Maybe Sugiura is weak to gun. This is definitely the room we fought Kiryu in, by the way. Oh shit. Okay, this guy's actually kind of tough. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, hang on. Snack time. Got him! Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going back to Swan style. What's the point?
That all you got? I thought there were more of you guys.
Let's not jinx it, man.
Aw, why not?
You guys came looking for Kuwana, right? What were you gonna do to him?
We were just told to catch him. Not sure what comes after that.
You sure the plan wasn't to kill him?
I said I don't know.
Who gave the order here? Soma?
It was Akusa-san. Probably on Soma-san's orders, though.
Hey, Yagami-san?
Jugi-han? No.
Hey, how come Ijincho has so many creepy masks?
Good question.
I was just gonna ask you.
Kuwana's not here.
Huh?
That intel was fake. We were the ones who put it out.
You live here? Then you must be Komicho.
Normally, it's us hiring the handyman. But this time, it was Kuwana asking the favor.
Huh? To put out false information?
Yes. He said he wanted to see what kind of enemy he was dealing with, and how they'd respond to an eyewitness report. Seeing as how easy police info made its way to these thugs, I'd say he was wise to use caution. Were he any closer, he would have been ensnared by now.
So Kawana's nearby, watching everything unfold as we speak? He's really in Ijincho then?
We'll have to clear the room to discuss that.
Hey, why are you looking at me?
Because you're the only one who's awake. No, you're not.
As you said, Kawana's returned to Ijincho. There are benefits to being here that only he can exploit.
Where's he hiding out?
Under the protection of Tesso from the Yokohama League.
Ah, Tesso!
But you're cleared to see him. We already took care of that.
Yeah, he's our homie.
Kawana actually said he'd meet us?
Come on. There's a way through the cops don't know. You can get out to the city from there.
That'd be helpful, thanks.
Guess you're not so bad after all.
Bear in mind, you may not leave alive if you come back. You were never welcome here.
And never mind.
Where does he keep his mask?
So, where do we find Kuwana-san?
I'm sure the Liumang will lead us to him. Just so happens I've got a brother there named Tesso.
Oh, what?
Now let's get there before Kawana changes his mind.
Yeah, I beat the shit out of him in a fight, now he's my friend.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, really straight, simple way to get there.
I could keep up.
Aw, come on, Sugiura, you jumped all over those buildings like it was nothing. Alright, children want to get their ass kicked. Bicycle. I think that was 5 more kids we just beat up.
And stay down.
Alright, let's go see Zhao. Do we get to see Zhao?
So, you're Yagami Yanaki? Tesso-san told me to let you in.
Yagami Aniki?
Hey, what's so
coming
funny?
Inside?
Alright. Yeah, I'm good to go. Let's rock.
Sure, let me pass.
This way, please.
This has been a really long chapter. Like, a lot more story content in this chapter than normal. Usually it feels like you get 3 or 4 main story points and then you're through. Aw, none of these guys are Zhao.
Bro, hey man. Welcome back.
Hey, ProZD, good to see you again.
Aniki? Do I have to call you that?
Take your seat. And you too, buddy.
This'll be fun.
And which of your names should we be using for you now? Kuwana? Or do you prefer Kitakata-sensei?
Oh, he changed his jacket.
Kitakata's a name that's been all but murdered by society. In Ijincho, I'm just a merry old handyman Kuwana-san.
If you ask the cops, you're the murder suspect, Kitakata. After killing Sawa-sensei, you fled the scene. At least, that's the story the police top brass are passing down through the ranks. Now, why would they say something like that about you?
Calm down, Yagami. How come you never relax?
So Kuwana hired you guys from the start, and you pretended to not know each other in front of me? If that's the case, you really went all out for me.
Didn't I tell you? The Liumang accepts anonymous requests too. Tesso didn't know I was the one who hired him. I suppose there's no point in hiding that now.
That's just how it is. Nothing to get mad over, bro.
You really aren't hiding anything? Did you tell him all you've done?
He's a former high school teacher who's going around killing bullies. Can't be much more to hide than that. Need any more convincing?
Honestly, I'm at a loss. I worked my ass off to get where you are.
And I'm still trying to untangle the mess you've made of it. You've got my student helpers by the throats, so I'm really backed into a corner here.
You mean the graduates from Kurokawa Academy? Like Mamiya-san?
Very good, Sugiura-kun. So how about it? No reason for us to doubt each other's intentions, right? All the secrets are out in the open now.
Fine. Then I'm gonna light up.
Hey, smoking!
You were just over at Komijou, weren't you? RK was looking for me there. The police even lent them a hand.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm even more confused. I give up. Who in the world could be after me? Who has influence over both RK and the police?
Public security.
Venture a guess?
They'd be the uneducated guesses of a handyman. You got any bright ideas yourself, Master Detective?
I haven't confirmed it for sure yet, but I have a pretty good theory for you.
Oh? Who?
Heard this from Detective Watanabe. The ones looking for Kuwana are... public security. And... I do like the idea of outing Reiko, but we'll just go with public security.
The Public Security Division. That's what a detective from Kanagawa PD said. According to them, you're the prime suspect in Sawa-sensei's murder. That's why Kanagawa PD was told to lay off RK. Any trace of RK in the footage near Sawa-sensei's place is gone. Likely public security's work. And with that kind of backing, it's understandable why RK is so confident.
Yo, hold up again. Why is public security after Kuwana in the first place?
Why are they? It's the wishes of a specific individual. They're trying to preserve RK.
This is all to preserve RK. Public security doesn't want them to disappear. That's why they're trying to close the book on the case by saying Kuwana killed Sawa-sensei.
But why?
In Kamurocho, with the Tojo clan disbanded, ex-Yakuza are scattered all over the place. RK has absorbed them into their network, and public security is monitoring them to keep the peace.
Then why is RK after Kuwana-san? Was public security already helping them at that point?
Huh? Well, I'm not too sure.
Come on. We're screwed if we can't figure this out.
Right. Give me a sec to think.
Why is public security after Kuwana? Likely the wishes of a specific individual. They're working with Reiko Kusamoto.
Public security is probably working for Reiko Kusamoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
Shadow government!
What?
Kuwana, You had your students kidnap Shinya Kawai, right? 5 years ago in Kamurocho? Kawai bullied Reiko Kusamoto's son, Mitsuru-kun. That painted a target on his back for you. But before you took Kawai out, you approached Reiko Kusamoto with your revenge offer, didn't you? Ahara told us that. Before taking revenge on a bully, you'd approach the family about it first. Did you make the same offer to Reiko Kusamoto?
What if I did?
She's the vice minister of the Ministry of Health. She's pretty popular. She's even cleaning up her predecessor's mess. If it were to surface that she agreed to a revenge killing, they'd have yet another massive scandal on their hands. And if you get to go down in cuffs instead of a body bag, that detail may just come out. Before that can happen, Reiko Kusamoto plans to
have me silenced and use public security to do it.
Yep.
Exactly. Except public security can't just go after you, so they subcontracted RK to do the dirty work. That would explain why public security is trying to cover for RK.
I see. Well, the logic starts off soundly enough.
Something wrong with it?
Unfortunately, yes. Something does stick out.
What's that?
I did, in fact, approach Kusamoto-san 5 years ago about taking revenge on Shinya Kawai. And just as you said, I used Mamiya-kun and the others to kidnap Kawai.
And?
From that point on, Kusamoto-san knew I was directing Mamiya-kun and the others. She'd seen their faces, knew their identities, everything. So, if Kusamoto-san wanted to go after me, Mamiya-kun and the others would be first on the list. But the fact is, public security hasn't laid a finger on them, even now. Which means Kusamoto-san isn't the one giving them orders.
So, if Reiko was giving orders to public security, she could have gotten to Kuwana much quicker.
Sure. That makes some sense.
Hey, so sorry if this is off topic, but what was Kusamoto-san doing when Shinya Kawai was killed 5 years back?
She was standing right there with me. Afterwards, she took 3 days of PTO, and that was a first for her.
Why?
Shinya Kawai died at the hands of Kusamoto-san. She drove the knife into his chest personally. She took it slow, making sure he suffered the whole time.
Damn.
Just like Akihiro Ehara, she avenged her son with her own 2 hands. I admire her.
She killed Kawai herself?
Current Vice Ministry of the Ministry of Health committed murder. If that's true, she just had to keep that hidden a long time. Boy, Yagami sure seems to hate healthcare, hey? He's always going after it.
Afterward, she told me she'd never wash the smell of his blood off her hands.
Damn, man.
I was the only one who knew that, by the way. The others have no idea. On that day 5 years ago, I sent them straight home after they brought me Kawai. And I was the only one with Kusamoto-san when she killed him.
This sounds way too crazy to be real.
It's a plot!
Even so, the fact is, Kusamoto-san hasn't betrayed me. Besides, I doubt the Vice Minister is powerful enough to order public security around.
Then who is giving them their orders?
Dang it.
Well, I'd say your theory's on the right track. I'm sure public security contracted RK. It lines up with what's happened so far. I imagine they're so persistent because they know I can be used against Kusamoto-san.
Either way, whoever's pulling the strings is someone who'll benefit from your capture. So if it isn't Reiko Kusamoto, maybe it's one of her enemies?
Is it the
an enemy?
Spy organization Kiryu works for?
Yeah, like someone within the Ministry of Health. Or maybe even some kind of political rival. Nothing would be more valuable to them than dirt on Kusamoto, right? They're probably trying to take her down. Or they could threaten and manipulate her as they see fit. Is that why public security's been taking action? If they wanted to take her down, they could have had the police investigate her fair and square.
Whoever's behind RK and public security must be an enemy of Reiko. That seems to be the most logical train of thought.
Right. Kusamoto-san can walk away from the Ministry of Health anytime she wants. Plus, she has the public's support, especially with the younger crowds. All just more reasons for her to have enemies.
I read some article about how even the Prime Minister has a hard time with her.
Are we seriously taking
She'll
on
get
the
up
Prime
in his
Minister
face
again?
every time he signs an order. Dumbass loses so many arguments, he practically works for her now.
So the Prime Minister's trying to find some dirt on Reiko Kusamoto?
He's just an example. Weren't you listening when we said Kusamoto-san has lots of enemies in her position?
Hey, don't be a dick.
So whoever's behind this may have been looking for a weakness in Kusamoto-san for a while. They must have got their start after realizing Ehara's case was really about getting revenge on a bully. That puts Ehara and Reiko Kusamoto in the same boat, being that their only sons were bullying victims. And if they discovered that Kawai also vanished 5 years ago.
Regardless, that wouldn't account for the rest of the incidents where a bully ended up dead. You'd know. You're the one going up and down the whole country killing them off, aren't you? Kawai makes number 7.
7? Damn,
man. It wouldn't take much to connect the dots. It'd lead straight to her. Reiko Kusamoto. Then they'd know that she was among the victims who got her revenge.
Yeah. And then, to Ehara's case. The link between him and Kusamoto is clear as day now if you know what you're looking for. That link is Sawa-sensei. It took me a while, but I connected the two cases together myself. It was RK. She never should have even been on their radar. In fact, they traced your name from her. Sawa-sensei knew. She suspected you were involved with the Mikoshiba murder in one way or another, right? You don't care. You see your killing spree on these former bullies like you're doing the country a service. In your eyes, this is vengeance. Actually, no. You'd call it justice, wouldn't you? Except, Sawa-sensei wouldn't have died if it was.
That was never my intent. She shouldn't have died.
No. You don't get to just brush her off like that. Like an afterthought. You had to have known you'd go down for this eventually. And you're fine if all your old students like Yui Mamiya go down with you. By then, why would you look back at your trail of blood? Why would you clean up all your carnage? It's not your problem, right? You move forward with one purpose. Send as many bullies to hell as you can. Beyond that, you don't give a shit what happens. Sawa-sensei died in tears. You didn't see what I saw. The fear she must have felt was still frozen on her face. You, Ehara, Reiko Kusamoto, you're all murderers. And so far, all of you have gotten away with it. So why did Yoko Sawa end up having to pay the price? Tell me, will you even be able to look her in the eye when you die?
I doubt it. That's gonna follow me well into the afterlife. So what now, then? March to the cops and turn myself in?
You should. If you don't do exactly that, no one will know why she had to die, and that'll be the end of her story. Everyone will keep on dancing around her death, even though she was completely innocent. Just like the cops are doing.
Afraid I can't do that. If I turn myself in now, there's only one thing that happens. Public security takes me out. And worse, Reiko Kusamoto would be compromised. And that, I will never allow to happen. Of all the people involved in this, she deserves to walk free. Her revenge was justified.
You think so?
All she did was scrape off the scum of the earth that pushed her only son into an attempted suicide. She didn't sit around crying about a legal miscarriage. She took justice into her own hands. No one has any right to indict her for that. So don't go there. Nobody lays a finger on her.
Hey, skinny ginger kid. Looks like this is gonna turn into a little more than a chat.
Good thinking.
So is your plan to kill me too? Anyone who interferes with your justice? We all get added to your body count, don't we?
The punishment fits the crime. You're just blind.
Justice is blind.
If you can't see that, then you can go to hell!
Do we need a cool screen? Nah. Okay. Ooh, it's good battle theme. Alright, boxing. Alright, juggle time! I dropped it. I'm so glad I got some of the boxing skill upgraded. Alright, I saw a weapon I want to go pick up. Give me it. No, not that. There we are. Ah, we don't have the heat move I wanted to use. Kiryu has a heat move with that long pole in one of the games, where you shove it up the guy's butthole. I kind of wanted to do that. Here's the thing, I don't really hate Kawana. I know he's an antagonist, but I don't really seem to have a problem with him, the same one at least that Yagami does. Ooh. Okay, hang on. Snacks. Heat move. I'm surprised there hasn't been like a quick time prompt come up yet. Maybe now that he's on his final health bar. Ooh. Alright. Hitting this heat move on Wake Up is so handy. Alright, I'm really low on health. I don't want to risk it. I kind of just want to go for it. Do not want to replay this, though. I totally forgot that I have the block button, too. Because I don't use it. Alright, Wake Up Punch. That does it.
How long has this been going now?
I lost track.
Call it?
Nah. They're gonna tire out eventually. Beating the shit out of each other is the way some people communicate.
I can see that.
Oh, we got the Rocky Punch in there. Ooh! Ichiban's headbutt.
There we go. Now let's stop him.
Yeah, it's about that time.
Haven't you had enough yet?
What? You think it's time to give it a rest?
Hell no. Stay out of our way.
You're not looking so hot.
Lucky I stopped when I did, you know. I had a move lined up with your name on it.
Oh, I totally won.
You got lucky as far as I'm concerned. I was about to kick your ass.
No, I won.
What a fucking mess, guys.
Yeah, we broke some of their chairs, man. Oh my god, it's Zhao! Yay! Hi, Zhao! Look at me! Zhao! Oh my god, and we're acting like children.
Hey, both of you, eat.
Is he gonna say anything?
It's getting cold.
Is he gonna talk about Ichiban? What's Ichiban doing?
Rob's cooked this himself. Look good if there's any left.
Not a problem. This stuff's great.
Oh, we gotta cross this off the list.
Delicious. Man, this is the good stuff.
He's not gonna say anything. They weren't paying for his voice
So that
actor.
means Reiko Kusamoto could be being targeted by public security.
Right.
Oh, that was fun.
Possible part of the police wants to catch me as leverage against Kusamoto-san on public security orders. But that's only if public security really is behind this. You're the one who said you got that info from a cop.
Well, someone up top's been putting pressure on the investigation. That much is clear. But no matter how you slice it, the fact that you're enemy number one while RK roams free is absurd. Unfortunately, all I got out of that cop was that public security itself is who we're up against.
Public security is Japan's top intelligence agency. If they're after you, there's no escape.
Agreed.
Then I guess now's a good time to make a suggestion.
Huh?
Tell me, who benefits the most from you two fighting? Huh?
Damn, ProZD's
Public
smart.
Security. The more you drag each other down, the easier they'll be able to get the jump on you. By the time you notice, it's too late. They've got you. And that's exactly what they'd want, right? But what if you two work together? You watch each other's backs and act before RK and public security do. You might even be able to find out who's pulling the strings.
Huh. Yeah. For two enemies to join forces, there needs to be an even greater threat to fight.
Sure. I'm on board with that.
Fine, but this is only temporary. Once we finish with public security, I'm gonna make sure you answer for what you've done.
Okay. Then where do we start? Should we just storm public security at this point?
Yeah, why not?
No. First, we need to confirm public security is really the enemy we're after.
Right. We'll make our move after that.
We have the element of surprise. They have no idea we're working together.
Then we'll use it to our advantage and outsmart them.
Aw, look at the boys playing nice.
If public security's trying to find some leverage against Kusamoto-san, they'll likely be listening in on her. They're the experts in wiretapping and espionage, after all. We just need a quick confirmation.
How?
We'll just give her a call.
Right here?
Yes. That way, her enemy will trace the call and pinpoint our location. And public security is the only one in Japan who can pull that off, so we'll know right away if it's them.
Good thinking.
Yeah. Wait, hold up! You saying if you call up Reiko Kusamoto, then the bad guys will start pouring in? Can we maybe not do that here?
Actually, that might just work in our favor.
Huh? Bro, why are you talking?
Yeah, let's not do this to Zhao's restaurant.
Yagami-san, you sure about getting on bro terms without Kaito-san?
Help
him out?
Whoa. This is amazing. What is this?
Good shit, huh? You've got good taste, bro. I knew you of all people would notice the difference.
Oh, look at Zhao. He's still going on mad back there.
Kawana, when was the last time you spoke to Reiko Kusamoto?
5 years ago, on the night she killed Kawai. We arranged it, so we'd never contact each other after that.
So you have her number then?
If it hasn't changed.
What is it then? I have an idea.
What?
We're gonna set a trap to find out if we really are up against public security. If they trace the call and they send people for us, then we know for sure it's them. That's why we're gonna call Reiko Kusamoto using a location that doesn't exist at all.
How's that work?
We'll use 2 phones that can't be traced back to us, and we'll relay your voice. Obviously you won't be wherever we do this from. Best to do this someplace with no one around. Once we see who they send in, mission accomplished.
Wait, what's happening?
Don't worry, I got it. You'll catch up.
What's a place that doesn't exist?
First, we need to know our enemy. I'll have Tsukumo prep us some burner phones.
Which means a truce for the time being?
Only while you're here. Gotta keep things civil for my brother.
Man, Zhao San's cooking makes even the suckiest situations not suck.
Oh, he even said his name. Ah, so Zhao's not going to say anything. I was really hoping he'd lean in and be like, you know, guys, if you need help, there's this guy. He's called the hero of Yokohama. Or whatever, Ijincho. And then Ichiban comes out and saves the day, because he's cool, and I love Ichiban.
So Tsukumo-kun's already got the phones ready. They're burners that can't be traced back to us.
2 of them, right?
Just like you asked for.
Nicely done, Yokohama 99. You'll work quick.
Alright, let's go see Tsukumo. Oh, it's very close by. Oh, so can we just go to... Is he just in there if we go back in? Is Zhao just in here? Oh, we went to this restaurant. Didn't see him. Ah, no, he's off shift. It's just a regular lady. Oh, well. Oh, I can't skateboard, right. Gosh, now looking at that video game food makes me want to just maul an entire plate of Chinese food. Chicken fried rice, some ginger beef, sweet and sour pork,
just the
beef
two
and
I've been
vegetable.
waiting for. Excellent work, by the way.
Hey, got those burner phones ready?
Of course I do. Who do you think I am?
I still don't fully get what's going on. Yagami-san, what are we gonna do with these?
Okay, I'll break it down. First, we call Kawana on one phone. Let's say this one here. Then we use this other phone to call Reiko Kusamoto. Using them that way. The phones won't be connected to each other, but their voices will be relayed so they can talk normally.
Oh, okay. And then?
If public security finds out Reiko Kusamoto's talking to Kawana, they'll trace the call without actually finding him. Then we can see exactly who they send without risk of being seen ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm getting it.
Surely you don't intend to do that here, do you? That would put a beacon on us for Kawana-san's enemies.
Yeah, we'll do it somewhere remote. We need a place where nobody would raise an eyebrow at an army of public security boys.
Millennium
And it's gotta have
Tower?
a good vantage point.
Millennium Tower?
There's a building under construction not far from here. It's late, so no one should be around that may get involved unintentionally.
Where is it?
It's right near Seiryo High.
Oh.
There's a crane by the river, too. You'll know when you see it.
Okay, you two stay put. I should be able to handle this alone.
You sure about that?
Let me at least put out a drone, Yagamishi. Even if it isn't much.
That's fair.
I'll use it to capture the faces of Kawana-san's pursuers.
That'd be good.
Gosh, I'm trying to remember the name of that spy group that Kiryu worked for. I just cannot do it. Like the guys that Hanawa employed or whatever. Ah, this building! That's the dungeon in Infinite Wealth. Okay. I'm really trying to remember the name of that shadow organization. Oh well. Okay, there's the crane.
This must be the construction site Tsukumo was talking about.
Also, I liked how Yagami got asked about Kaito and just changed the topic to food.
This is Tsukumo. Yagamishi, I've confirmed your position.
Yeah. I think I can spot whoever comes close from here. I'm gonna call Kawana on the burner now.
Understood. It's Kawana.
You ready? I'm about to call Reiko Kusamoto. Once you're connected, you take it from there.
It's been 5 years since I last spoke to her.
Yeah. Can't imagine this won't be awkward.
Let's also hope she answers unrecognized phone numbers. Because otherwise this plan won't work. That looks so goofy. Aww. Reiko Kusamoto, Vice Minister of the Ministry of Health.
Yes, hello?
This is Kitakata, from Kurakawa Academy.
What?
You'll have to forgive me for this, but the position I'm in required me to reach out to you. I would never have done this otherwise. I should also note, there's a high probability this phone call is being tapped.
I see. Very well, then.
It's been 13 years, Kusumoto-san.
So it has.
Kitakata-sensei. I've read about your accomplishments.
Oh my gosh.
To think you'd become a vice minister.
That's adorable.
You never really know how things are going to work out.
But that's not true at all, Kusumoto-san. You were always destined to move up in the world. I've got to be honest with you. A woman as virtuous and as capable as you deserves the world and then some.
But how is Mitsuru-kun?
I'm afraid he's still asleep. Nothing's changed.
I see. I wish I had the words.
What is it you wanted?
If you've been watching the news, you probably already heard. I've become a prime suspect for a crime. They think I murdered Yokosawa in her apartment.
I've heard.
Obviously, it wasn't me who killed her, of course. Do you happen to remember Sawa-kun by any chance?
The girl from your class. She was the only one of those students who ever came to visit Mitsuru. But even then, that's been at least 10 years now. I got a letter from her once. She wanted to tell me she'd become a teacher. But I never did reply. And that was the last I'd heard from her.
I see.
So back to my question. What do you want?
I hope you weren't planning to ask me for a favor. I'm afraid the answer would be no.
No, it's not that. It's just... I wanted to let you know that at some point, someone may come to you to ask a few questions about me. I thought I should give you a heads up. I'll make every effort to ensure they won't cause any trouble for you, Kusumoto-san. I'm sorry about this. I'll try to handle it from my side.
So in your opinion, then, do you believe anything related to you could cause me any trouble?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll be just fine.
We're almost to the signal. Kill the headlights.
2 cars inbound. Looks like we were right on the money. This proves Reiko Kusamoto's phone is compromised. And if there's one organization capable of tracing a call and moving on it, it's gotta be public security on the hunt for Kawana.
Public security is really coming straight to you by car?
No. There's no way they can mobilize their people that quickly. My guess, it's gotta be the prefectural police that they've got in their pocket. Or it's just RK.
I will say it's been great to hear your voice again. But this should be the last time you ever hear from me. I'll try my best.
Haley, are you watching the Dodgers game? I got it on my phone here. They just tied it up. Teo with a big hit.
Understand. Goodbye.
I got the pitch by pitch open on my phone. RK goons, really? These dorks.
Hey, look. It's a drone. It has a phone attached to it. Shoot it! Shoot it down!
You sure?
Just take it down! Hurry it up! Hey! What the fuck are you aiming at?
I can't hit it! It's too small!
Bro, those bullets are gonna hit that building.
Damn, dude. How the hell are we supposed to chase down a drone? And where the fuck is this Kuwana guy?
Who knows, man? They called us in to catch this shithead, but how the hell are we supposed to do that? It's fucked up. Do we look like Spec Ops?
Yeah, right. But at least you gotta shoot that thing.
This is my second time, actually. I took a few shots at some kids in a park. I aimed at the ground and sent those little shits running for their lives.
What a fucking dick!
We're done here. Pack it in.
Yeah, Haley, I was just saying. Teo tied it up.
That's 6 punks and only 1 gun between you by my count.
Yeah, these guys deserve to get their ass kicked. Especially this little gun punk.
You guys in charge. I'm sure Kuwana would have had this whole thing solved a long time ago. Well, then again, I suppose I do have to give you credit for how fast you made it here.
That was my gun, asshole!
Who's the one giving the orders? You may as well just level with me. You guys are RK's bottom rung, right?
It sounds like you must know Kuwana. Well, I guess we're not gonna be leaving here empty-handed after all. Come on! We're taking this guy in, boys! Fuck him up!
Ah, good try. You won't.
For real?
We still haven't finished chapter 10 yet. This chapter is going.
Let's play it by ear.
I don't... Alright. Here, let's waste time. Oh shit, I'm not healed. Why didn't I get healed from Zhao's food? That's bullshit. I should have been healed by Zhao's meal. Okay, I really don't know why I even bothered with Swan. Because even in group settings, like, Tiger just still works really well. Unless you screw up and miss like that. Oh, damn it, I screwed that up. Screwed that one up, too. Oh, I knocked him out of that. I actually stopped my combo early. Come here, bitch! Ah, he's too far away. There we go. Yeah, there's Tiger in boxing, man. I don't even really like Snake that much.
Who sent you here?
The order came from the head honchos in RK.
You mean Soma?
Not that high up. It was one of the bosses. There's a bunch of them.
What did they tell you to do once you found Kuwana?
They just said to catch him. Well, they also made it very clear not to kill him. Like we'd pull the trigger. We never even heard what our cut was.
Just another useless grunt.
I'm trying to think, what character have we met that's gonna re-reveal themselves?
How would you feel if you found out you were just pawns in public security's game?
We're playing what game now?
Oh my god, he's so stupid.
I suggest you quit RK while you can. Go tell your buddies, get them out too. Otherwise, they'll keep you in the dark, use you and toss you aside.
Alright, sounds good, Haley.
Then, you'll end up in a ditch there's no crawling out of.
Yes?
Pardon me. You would be Reiko Kusamoto, correct?
Sir, it's a little late for this. And how'd you get in here in the first place? I've expressly forbid having visitors.
Come now. I'm a coordinator with the National Police Bureau.
Oh, it's
but
this
I'm sure
guy.
you're familiar with my division of public security. Bondo is my name, ma'am.
Are you now? Well, I'm afraid coordinator is rather vague.
I have a more public-facing title as well, of course. But I'm trying to be discreet here, so let's not get bogged down with minor details. It's in our best interests. I'm afraid that won't help. I've already seen to that.
What is this?
There's a question I need answered with some urgency, Kusumoto-san. It concerns the disappearance of a certain individual.
Huh.
About 5 years ago, a man vanished off the streets of Kamurocho. I'm sure you'll recognize him. A former classmate of Mitsuru-kun here, Shinya Kawai. I believe there are things you might know. I can say that with some level of certainty, as a matter of fact.
All right, there we go. All right, chapter 10. Or chapter 11 now.
A shadow looms over Yagami and Kuwana. Japan's National Intelligence Agency, Public Security, fixes its gaze on Reiko Kusumoto of the Ministry of Health. 5 years ago, Kuwana prompted her to take revenge on Shinya Kawai for pushing her son to the brink. Secrets can only lie dormant so long, and upon their waking, chaos ensues.
Undercover. Alright. I don't think we have any more of these ones to cross off yet.
You've done it again, Tsukumo. Can't believe you found it.
I figured Mitsuru Kusumoto would be in one of the better hospitals around the health ministry. That narrowed it down to just a few
Oh, hey, we're back in Kamurocho.
Then I pinpointed the exact one through sheer determination.
And that led you to Toto University Hospital. So Mitsuru is still lying in a coma there?
Yep. Reiko
Isn't
Kusumoto has been visiting her son every night for the past 13 years. Even after she became vice minister.
Isn't Tutu
If you
where
want to meet her in person, that would be your best chance.
Sawa went to university?
Yagami, you seriously think you can convince Reiko Kusumoto to turn herself in?
Well, I'm gonna try at least.
She's at the top of the food chain. If it comes out that she committed murder, the whole country's gonna lose it.
If they hadn't tried to hide it, nobody else would have needed to pay for it. Like Sawa-sensei.
Yeah. You're right.
And if she confesses to killing Kawai, public security will run out of reasons to keep defending RK. So in theory, that should free up the police to pursue Soma about Sawa-sensei.
Totally agree with you there.
But Kawana-san's against that, right? Didn't he say he wouldn't let her turn herself in?
Yeah. That's why he's not in the loop on this.
Oh boy, this isn't gonna backfire.
You do know she's probably surrounded by public security at all times, don't you?
Just means we gotta be prepared for that. Like the professional detectives we are.
Prepared? How?
Because you're gonna come with. Please?
Just leave it to us. Yagami-san.
This game
I gotta
needs
go
more
get ready.
Higashi.
Let's meet at Toto University Hospital.
Got it.
See ya.
So what do you need from me in this, Yagami?
You got any old acquaintances in RK? Think you can find out where Soma and Akutsu are?
You forget who you're talking to? Why wouldn't I be able to cover that? I knew a few ex-Tojo guys who go in and out of RK on the regular.
Thanks. But watch your back. If they find out you're spying on them, they won't like it.
I'll be ready, like the professional ex-Yakuza I am. See ya.
He's rough around the edges, but in the end, he comes through.
Yeah. Turns out he's got extra time on his hands.
Why don't you hire him at your office, Yagami-shi?
Please, that'd be awesome.
I'll talk about that with Kaito-san once he recovers.
Let's do that in Judgment 3.
Anyway,
turn
sorry
into a
to
party
interrupt,
game.
But we have to take Sugiura from you again.
Why start apologizing now? It's all good. We'll talk again soon.
Alright, gotta head to Toto University. And check the quest board. Let's talk about perverts! Oh, awesome. That's my ex-girlfriend from the last game. The one who was traumatized by 3 perverts. And I was like, hey baby, how about you go out with me? Let's review. The Twisted Trio, legendary pervs of Kamurocho. For whatever reason, they took a liking to Tsukino Saotami-chan. Wouldn't leave her alone. Yosuke, her brother, asked me to bring down the Twisted Trio. First of them was a creeper who collected panties. They called him Professor Panty. To lure him out, I had to ask Tsukino what style her panties were. You know, it was for a job, boy, it's never gonna not make me cringe, asking a young woman about her underwear. Second was Ass Ketchum. He's the guy who freaked out because he got hard to boys. Truly appalling freak who grabbed women's butts, commented on their muscle tone, and told them which sports they should play. According to Ass Ketchum, Tsukino-chan has a long-distance runner's bod. Third guy is Judge Creepinpeep, who would peep at couples in the middle of the act and judge them innocent or guilty. If he ruled they were guilty, he would upload pictures and videos of them all over the internet. I confronted all 3 perverts and managed to take them all down. However, once the Twisted Trio was out of the way, the real king of degenerate weirdos, Giant Impact, or GI for short, immediately filled that power vacuum. He's an exhibitionist covered or revered by all the other perverts just because he's got a massive Johnson. That's right, a guy with a giant wiener attacked her and he was totally naked and we had to fight him. There was a whole lot of fuss, but we managed to nab GI too, so that Tsukino-chan was able to live in peace and quiet again. In the aftermath, Tsukino-chan and I still had a close enough friendship that she told me about herself, and then I dated her, even though it was really creepy. From a wealthy family in Ibaraki, and she even had a fiance at one point, they all wanted her to come back home. She had a dream to become a designer in the city. Decided to follow her dreams and actually managed to get a job at the company she wanted to work at. Okay, that was great. What a refresher. Top of everything else, the trials for both the Twisted Trio and Giant Impact were really long and complicated. They never admitted to their crimes, just walked in the courtroom every day with their warped views and behavior unchanged. That is a screenshot. Holy crap. Trials were plagued with all sorts of deviant rule breaking, which, rumor has it, was applauded by perverts all across Japan. I like how the defendants kept up their nasty attitudes even in place of justice. Okay, Yosuke and Tsukino are on their way to the office. I should wait around. Oh, we're just doing it. Okay. Hello, ex-girlfriend. The one I didn't decide to date at the end. Because we went with Nanami because we traumatized her even worse. Hi there, Yagami-san.
Yeah.
Hey, Yosuke and Tsukino. Good to see you. What's wrong with Tsukino? Something's up with her. Yagami-san, we came to talk about Tsukino. She's, what's wrong? She doesn't seem to be doing too hot. Yeah, she's in a hell of a shock right now. What happened? No one's told you, huh? Twisted Trio escaped from prison. Fuck! They got out, all 3 of them? Yeah, not only that, but their creepy boss, Giant Impact, escaped with them. Now they're all roaming the streets. Calling themselves the Filthy Four. I'm gonna throw up. Wait, do you mean this happened in Kamurocho? Yeah, I think so. And Tsukino's been like this ever since she heard the news. She's acting like she lost all her memories from her previous experience with the Twisted Trio.
What was that?
Really? Tsukino, is this true?
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. Brother said you rescued me at some point in the past. Is that real? Oh, that's a traumatized woman. She doesn't even remember us. We dated. Looks like she's forgotten about you too, Yagami.
Seriously?
Can't believe that. This is how they write around you, whether you dated her or not. Oh my goodness. Whether you took her to like 5 heart points or whatever the official girlfriend bar was. Which I would have done if Yvette didn't yell at me. But she didn't want me to be a scumbag who was dating 7 women in the video game. According to her doctor, the Filthy Four's escape from a prison is probably what triggered this episode of amnesia. Her mind might be suppressing everything to do with that time period to prevent her from reliving the trauma. I guess memories of you got swept up in that, unfortunately, you know, since she met you because of those idiots. Terrible. Have any of the other memories been affected? No, she remembers who she is, her general past and all that. Just that in regards to this one piece of her life, she's completely lost. Doesn't affect her ability to live normally, but she is in a bit of a funk over it. She took some time off work to try and take it easy. Huh.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. Could you forgive me? I almost hurt being forgotten. Nah, it's okay, woman. You were traumatized. And then I dumped you for an older, hotter woman. We gotta do something about this. An older, hotter woman that didn't want to date me until I gaslit her into a relationship. 4 perverts escaped and they're up to their old creepy ways again. So now Tsukino can't even walk by herself in Kamurocho. Tell me more about the escapees. Better ask about the Filthy Four. Alright, what's Professor Panty up to? Do anything about Professor Panty? He steals panties with drones. Machines allow him to steal from a wide swath of ladies. Actually, that's not new. He used drones before. Nevertheless, it'll be hard to catch him by giving chase after he strikes randomly. We should lure him to a spot of our choosing. Sounds like a good idea, but that means we need to know which panty styles he prefers. Last time, kept stealing Tsukino-chan's panties. Huh? Do I ask her about her panties? Oh god. Ask. Can't remember on my own. Okay, this is for the case. I can do this.
Excuse me.
So Tsukino, what sort of panties do you usually wear?
Yagami-san.
Hold on, Yagami!
Huh?
What? Tsukino appears to be in shock right now. Probably not the best time to ask her that, you know? Oh. Huh? Oops. And besides, it's been a while. Professor's preferences might have changed. I could have not asked that, and instead of being a creep caught live on stream, I'm a panty pervert, oh no. That's a good point. It means you have to interview the recent victims to find out what he likes. Huh? You have to go around and ask women about their underwear?
Hi.
Yep. This is getting worse. It's necessary for the investigation. Go and ask them. Okay. How do I even find them? He's trending on Chatter. Maybe you can look there for a lead.
I see.
Alright, well, Twitter it is. Alright, what's Judge Creepin' Peep up to? He's much more powerful than he was before. He knows how to use camouflage now. Camouflage? Or he would plant himself on walls of love hotels and skirt around like a cockroach. And remember that, I had to shoot him with the drone. Well, no, Judge Creepin' Peep wears clothing that match the color of the wall. On brown walls, he wears brown. On black, he wears black. It's crazy how much he blends in.
What was that?
Really? That's gonna be a pain. In fact, he used that technique to escape prison. Might be really hard to find him. Hopefully there's another way. The dog. Victims are talking about, yep, go to Twitter. Alright. And ask Ketchum. Got any info on one? Got any info on him? There's been some victims of him here and there in Kamurocho, and there's more lately. Seems to have learned how to disguise himself.
Does that mean...
A disguise? Like a detective? Yeah, their entire prison escape was only possible because of Ask Ketchum's new disguise skills. Need to see through said disguise. It's being talked about on Twitter. You can find him.
By the way.
Okay. Can you act as bait again if I need you? Remember when we caught up with Ask Ketchum last time? He mistook you for Tsukino-chan, right? I blocked that out. Oh, my ass! My ass! Oh, sorry. Alright, what about Giant Impact and his giant wiener? Hasn't done anything to draw attention to himself. No eyewitness reports. It's been a few days since the escape. That's weird. Seems like an exhibitionist like him would have committed some crimes by now. Agreed. Before he made his escape, he said something odd. I will create a whole kingdom for perverts. Kingdom for perverts? I don't know, man. They can't be planning anything good. To make things worse, the Twisted Trio were apparently impressed by GI's weird idea, and now they're all allied. Ugh, I need to learn as much as possible about GI. I'm gonna head out and look for anything that can help. I'm gonna walk Tsukino back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Yagami, right? I'm sorry. Seems like my brother asked you to do something pretty reckless. Doesn't remember me, huh?
It's okay.
Don't worry about it. We used to date. Oh.
Yagami-san.
Alright, Yagami, I'll leave it in your hands. Jeepers creepers. Ah, keyword panties. Pervert. And Judge Creeping Pete. Oh, goodness. Flasher. This is going really well. Giant impact. Okay. Well, we're gonna pass on that for now. Oh, jeepers. Let's just keep doing the main story. I've got 40 minutes until I pretty much have a heart out, so... let's keep pushing the main story along for now. Do I need healing? No. Okay. Gosh, I wonder if I can get late night sushi anywhere. Alright, let's go to the hospital. Well, we're going to be able to cross off pervert enemy now, too. Not yet, but soon. Hey, baby, have you seen a guy named Yamai around here? He's into ladies of your type. Shh, don't speak. We know Kitagawa. Phone is compromised. She's just gonna trust me? She must have been super spooked by that call. Oh, hey! Is Sugiura the cab driver?
What are you? Don't worry. I'll give it back to you after this. I'm sure it's bugged, and we wouldn't want anyone listening in now, would we?
We'll take a few laps around the block, and then drop you back off at the hospital. Sorry, but we just need a bit of your time.
Very well. Who are you people?
We're just local detectives, but Kitakata-sensei is an acquaintance of
You know
ours.
what? She counts as a traumatized woman, too.
And we know that 5 years ago, a man named Shinya Kawai mysteriously disappeared and died.
I have no idea what you're saying.
But you do. I know how this must come across right now, so I assure you, we aren't the ones posing a threat.
Fine. What is it you want, then?
All I want is the truth. In your own words. About Shinya Kawai, and how you carried out his murder.
You're mistaken. I didn't do it.
The other day you received a call from Kitakata-sensei, didn't you? He goes by the name Koano now, and works as a handyman in Ijincho. He made that call because we needed to confirm something.
Confirm what?
Whether or not you were being watched by public security.
Public security, you say?
She's surprised? Or maybe she already had a hunch.
As it turns out, you are. Your cell phone is bugged. It can even use GPS to trace who's on the other end of the line. That kind of trace is only possible with cooperation from the cellular providers. Unless you're public security, who could pull something like that off in secret. They want to hit you where you're vulnerable, And that's what you are now after Kuwana. Do you understand, Kusamoto-san? You must really be something special. You were never in this job for yourself. It fell into your lap as your predecessors fell like dominoes. That's why you don't owe anyone anything. You're free of constraints. And Mitsuru-kun's tragedy even gained you public sympathy on top of it. Combine all that with a capable bureaucrat like you, there's no telling what you could accomplish. You're cleaning up house, tackling the revolving door problems. Things you know are the right moves, but with no regard for the consequences. I understand even the cabinet gauges your opinion, since you have so much public support. But I think that's also made you some enemies. Most likely whoever's holding public security's leash.
I have more than a few enemies. I'm well aware of that. And I have no doubt public security would comply with them. To be quite frank, public security only exists to maintain the status quo. The establishment is made up of various powers which control politics and finance. But naturally, each branch has its own agendas, goals, ideas of justice, which leads to all sorts of issues and hindrances, which you call constraints. The more individuals who make up society, the more unavoidable that is.
Are you implying it's public security's job to loosen those constraints?
There's more to it than that. The world we live in requires all kinds of value systems to coexist, even in chaos. But if you loosen the constraints too far, the fall of the state is inevitable. In that regard, public security's role is to stabilize and maintain the state, even while bound by constraints. In other words, the constraints of these powers are precisely what are protected by public security. So the fact that I am not caught up in all that does, indeed, make me something of a pesky foreign object.
A pesky foreign object. I see. So to these establishment people, you're something to be excised.
I guess there's bullying among adults in high places too.
And it all comes back around.
Now we know why they were looking for any kind of weakness in you. And that's when they turned the spotlight on Shinya Kawai's disappearance. An event that was triggered by Akihiro Ihara's case. You know the one, I presume.
Yes.
An active duty policeman exacted revenge on the bully who drove his son to suicide. Your enemies must have heard that and thought to themselves, what would Reiko Kusamoto have done to her son's bully? I'm guessing that's what prompted public security to make their move. As the details of Ihara's case came to light, a group of thugs calling themselves RK started looking for Shinya Kawai. All to find out that he was kidnapped 5 years ago, probably killed.
I never did anything out of revenge.
He wasn't going to divulge any secrets having just met me, and I don't have enough evidence to make her talk.
Even after finding out Kawai disappeared, public security still had to verify it. But if they found out you were involved, that'd be a win for them. They'd finally know Reiko Kusamoto's weakness.
How long are you going to keep talking?
As public security figured out, the bullying cases involving Toshiro Ihara and your son share a common link. That link being Sawa-sensei. She was Mitsuru-kun's classmate and Toshiro Ihara's teacher. Not only that, she was also linked to Ihara's murder victim, Mikoshiba. She was his master teacher. So, not long after the murder, RK came to Ijincho and broke into her home. That must have been when they got Kawana's name out of her. I think Sawa-sensei suspected that Kawana was involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Then Soma steps in, with his professional interrogation skills, to beat and scare her into spilling everything. Kusamoto-san, you knew she was killed, right? Kawana should have told you over the phone.
Wait, are you not one of his colleagues? He said he wouldn't cause me any trouble, and that he would never call me again.
Kawana and I are competitors on a temporary ceasefire. We're not colleagues.
He's been flustered since I mentioned Sawa's name. It's my chance to ask him. Questions I can't ask anyone else. How's your son doing?
How's your son doing now?
He could wake up any minute now. Of course, that's been true for the last 13 years.
I see.
We transferred him to Toto University Hospital just this year, hoping they could spur his recovery. But it turns out they don't do anything much different from the previous hospital. All I can do is wait.
Has anybody from public security contacted you? Have you been approached by any strangers?
I have my suspicions.
What are their names? I imagine what they wanted was to exploit your weakness to control you. Because if all they wanted was to eliminate you, some kind of accident would be easily arranged.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
Do you have any idea what these people are after? And do you mind sharing?
What they want is control of the pension fund, which is under the Health Ministry's jurisdiction.
Pension fund?
An independent agency within the ministry manages the National Pension Fund. It's taxpayer funded, and it's worth 160 trillion yen.
What?
And certain groups want to take bigger risks with that money in order to generate more profit. In other words, they want the health ministry to use taxpayer money to gamble.
Oh, she gamble in the World Series.
That's the only way to rebuild Japan's faltering economy.
Sports gambling.
Secure the future of this country.
Never fails.
I mean, would it work?
Of course. If the gamble actually pays off. But if we lost the gamble, then we wouldn't be able to guarantee anything for the citizens of this country in their golden years. That's why the health ministry manages those funds conservatively, even if it means the returns are lower.
It's smart.
Okay.
It's the way to do it.
I'm starting to understand now.
You do? Don't leave me in the dust, Yagami-san.
To be able to gamble all this taxpayer money to save the economy, they need a change of management. And here's Kusamoto-san, head of the office. And she's beyond the control of even the ministers. Her position has the power to take action, to override the way the pension fund is managed. But not only does Kusamoto-san have the power, she has the support of the people. If a new vice minister were to try it, they'd be stopped cold by the constraints.
So that's why they wanted to find her weakness and exploit it?
Exactly. And if the 160 trillion yen gamble were to fail, they could blame the whole thing on Kusamoto-san anyway.
That's a ton of money. Holy crap.
Okay. But wow. 160 trillion.
I'm guessing they've already contacted you about it?
That's an assumption.
Alright, tell me about Kawai.
I have to ask you about Shinya Kawai. You killed him 5 years ago. With your own hands, didn't you? I understand what your feelings must be towards Kawai, but was that really the only answer?
If you've spoken to Kitakata-sensei, then you must know about the video of how Mitsuru was treated.
I do.
Aside from Kawai, the other students pretended like nothing happened. They took no responsibility. They put on their sad faces, and they came to visit Mitsuru at the hospital. But looking back on it now, I don't think they really wanted Mitsuru to wake up. In fact, that's what they were checking on. And what did I do? I bowed my head and thanked them. It was only later that Kitakata-sensei showed me the video. That's when I knew that those kids going unpunished was wrong.
I'm on her side.
And your solution was to pull them into the quagmire? Make them accomplices in murdering Kawai?
If you already know so much, what more do you need to ask?
Nothing else.
I get it now. Let me reiterate. We are not your enemy.
Then please, let me go.
Anything you want me to tell Kawana?
I do. He needs to run. far away. Public security has their sights on him. His capture is not a question of if, but when. He's in danger if he remains in the country.
You should go to Hawaii.
And once public security has him, they will extract everything he knows.
You mean he'd be tortured?
Yes. Somewhere well beyond the public eye. No one can withstand what they do. He'd tell them everything. And as for me...
They would expose your vulnerability, making you their pawn.
Most likely. They'd gamble away the taxpayers' money, and I'd never purge the corruption in the health ministry.
I get that. But what does it matter?
What?
Because in my opinion, you need to turn yourself in, Kusumoto-san.
You want me to admit to manslaughter? You think I killed a real man? I say he was less than one. Shinya Kawai. He was little more than a subhuman brute. And you saw it. You saw what that brute did to my son. I hated Kitakata-sensei. He was an incompetent teacher. An idiot who turned a blind eye to Mitsuru being tortured. But that changed when he suddenly showed up 8 years later. And then he showed me that video. He said, every bully in that video, they deserved to be punished.
Yep.
That it was the only way to get closure.
You took him up on it? But you of all people should have known better.
True. You're right about that. I struggled with it quite a bit. It's an unconscionable act, no matter how deep your animosity runs. But Kitakata-sensei's words hung on. I couldn't get them out of my head. I saw for myself. I went to Kamurocho, where I'd heard Kawai was working, at a girls' bar. So you know, after Mitsuru jumped that day, Kawai came to me in tears to apologize. I hadn't seen him in all that time. If he'd frozen in place when he saw me, if he'd been the slightest bit apologetic, I might have been able to stay my hand.
I take it he didn't do any of that.
Right. He didn't even recognize my face. And that's hardly the worst part of it, actually. When he saw me, he took me for some bawdy cougar on the prowl for young men. If you've got the cash, I'll show you a good time, he said. All those tears he'd shed years earlier were a farce. But I knew that. Deep down, I'd already known that. That was it. That was the moment I lost all doubt about killing him. And as for those other kids who bullied Mitsuru, they should thank me they didn't share his fate. But that's why. That's why I don't feel like I have any sins to atone for. Every night I pray he will wake up. What more can you ask me to endure?
Kuwana said something similar.
I'm on her side.
But you think you can repeat all that? This time say it to her.
Isn't that Sawa-san?
You and Kuwana can congratulate yourselves. You got vengeance on a monster. But what you're choosing not to see is that your actions had consequences for her. It's vicious. I've seen this before. Justice for one at the cost of another.
I totally get Yagumi's position, but I'm
pays the price.
Still kind of on board with the Kuwana.
I won't just sit here and watch as history tries to repeat itself. This phone isn't being traced by anyone. So, if you have a change of heart, just give me a call before you turn yourself in. That's all I had to say. We're back.
kind of fucking hate bullies, man, so it's tough for me to sympathize.
Right here okay, Yagami-san?
On the bully side of things.
Yeah. I'm gonna go talk to Kawana. Need to tell him I met with Reiko Kusamoto.
He's gonna be pissed, you know? He's gonna try to rip you a new one.
That's true. So you might want to sit this one out.
You sure? 'Cause I'll totally take you up on that.
Also, where did you get a cab from? At least he dropped me off right near the quest. Alright. Where's Kawana?
Well, look who we have here. Haven't seen your mug in a while.
It's only been 2 or 3 days. Where's Kawana?
How should I put this? Would you freak out if he was right behind you?
You know, this kind of shit is why you get on my nerves.
Couldn't we have done this by phone?
I just came from seeing Reiko Kusamoto. I told her to turn herself in for murdering Kawai 5 years ago.
You what?
What did she have to say about that?
That she had no sins to atone for.
Of course not. Look, what do you think you're doing? Her part in this is done. Don't drag her back into it.
This isn't yours to finish. You would just let Sawa-sensei stay collateral damage. How do you think her folks feel? They probably think you killed their daughter. And they don't know why, or if justice will be served. Do they have to suffer like that? All without even knowing the truth? Would Sawa-sensei want that? You talk about justice, but she keeps getting left out. You aren't even trying when it comes to her.
Say whatever you want, but if you cause Kusamoto-san any more pain, I will never forgive you.
That's exactly why I didn't tell you I was going to meet her.
Listen, Yagami. She hides it well, but she's never gotten over the fact Mitsuru tried to jump to his death. And she's not sure how to feel about killing Kawai. Unlike me.
If she was anything like you, I would have pushed her harder to confess.
There's no evidence that she killed Kawai. He simply vanished from Kamurocho, and the police didn't even know about it. Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
But the body's hidden somewhere. Mamiya said so.
Even if she did turn herself in, the police wouldn't know what to do with her.
Don't think for a second that you're getting a pass here. You've killed, what, 7 people now? Do you even hesitate anymore?
You got proof? Running around making baseless accusations. You sure you were a real fucking lawyer?
Ooh, he's got
My
us.
colleagues in Kamurocho are getting ready to appeal Ahara's case. Your actions are going to be put under a microscope.
I wouldn't even call that bad news. I want the world to know their bullies are getting what they're due. And by then, I'll probably be going by a different name, maybe even a different look.
You're just gonna keep doing this? Did Sawa-sensei sacrifice mean nothing to you?
Is that the only thing keeping you around? Truth be told, I don't think exposing everything is even in Sawa's best interest.
What?
Sawa-kun herself felt guilty. I just sent you the proof.
Oh.
What is this? An audio file?
After Ahara-san lost in court, she called me. I recorded our conversation.
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face. He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. They said there was no hope. That I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever.
Testimony's decent proof.
Believe me, I never wanted to do that.
Sawa-kun's testimony in court was false, and she was racked with guilt over it.
And your first thought was to record it? When she was at her most vulnerable?
Yes. And then I played it for Ihara-san. He had the right to know the real reason his son killed himself.
All you did was light the fires of vengeance in Ihara's heart because you didn't want to be alone.
You know, I've heard that bullying is almost instinctive. That's why people who do it never stop. I mean, think about it. Would you stop cleaning a toilet just because it'll get filthy again? Somebody's always got to get his hands dirty.
And that somebody's gonna be you?
If it means I can prevent another Mitsuru Kusamoto, yes, I will keep killing. These bastards who prey on the defenseless must be punished for all to see. I wish the law would do its job. Because deep down, I don't want to do any of this.
I understand what you're saying, but you're taking it too far. Just stop, Kawana.
If you really want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me. And call it justice.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight. It was a bitch cleaning up the mess last time.
Next time I go up against him, it won't be just a few scratches.
Well, when that time comes, take it anywhere but here.
Alright, time to call it a day. Here's the thing. I get that Sawa's death sucks super balls. But I am so anti-bullying, I kind of get blinded by that. Alright, let's keep pushing this main story forward. And I guess beat up some dudes. Alright, got the kick combo. Takedown. And a nice grab. Almost a bulldog there. Ah, damn it, I missed my kick. Let's go to the good old tried and true combo. That one almost never fails me.
Really, guys?
Alright. How much more? I got about another 15, 20 minutes here. Hopefully this leaves me a spot where... Actually, we don't really have any side content to do. I mean, we do, but I'm not too focused on it, right? No new jobs. More main story progress required. Okay. Alright, let's sleep.
Hello?
It's Shirosaki.
Hey, baby.
Are you in Yokohama again, Yagami-san?
Yep.
Yeah. Is this about Ihara's trial?
Yes.
Do I have to be a lawyer again?
Deal. The prosecution says they want to consult with us. Off the record.
Off the record?
Ooh.
What do you mean?
That's spicy.
They want to discuss with the judge beforehand whether or not Ihara's murder footage is admissible evidence. The video has gone viral, of course, and nobody's really sure how to handle it.
Is the prosecution really gonna hold the line on it being a deepfake?
That's quite possible. Which is why we're meeting today in the courthouse conference room. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could you join us?
Yeah, it's only an hour cab ride. I can be there.
I'll be there.
Thank you very much. No need to rush. There's still plenty of time. Just be sure you're there, please.
You know what? I feel like that's going to be at least a half-hour commitment. So maybe this is the best spot to end the stream for today. Alright. What are we in? We're in chapter 11. Okay, that's what we'll do today. Alright, chat. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We found 2 more traumatized women. We beat up some teenagers. And, yeah. I'm actually glad we made some main story progress. It was starting to bug me how we focus so much on side content. But, yeah, I don't know when we'll be back exactly, because I want to play Dragon Age when it comes out. So, I guess just stay tuned to the Discord. Until then, everyone, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. See you next time.